Welcome to opening weekend here in northern Wisconsin, everyone. It is officially the opener, and we're glad to be back on the water chasing muskies. So we're currently fishing the Green Bay system here, some of the tributaries, and we're gonna attempt to find some big fish this weekend. So we are starting out here with water temps about 62 degrees. Both of us are currently running blades, and I'm sure we'll change it up throughout the day. Got some new baits over the off season that we definitely want to try out, but we will see what we can figure out here as far as how the fish are setting up, and we'll get you guys some more details as we go, so stick around. All right, it is time to give you guys an update on our opening day. So we've done very little fishing up until this point, and we actually had engine trouble right off the bat. So not far off the landing, the engine choked out on us, and started up fine, ran fine up until that point, but we appeared to lose fuel. So what we ended up doing was, since it was kind of prime time right before sunrise there, we ended up fishing for 3 hours around that, just with the trolling motor, and then we headed back in and decided to explore, see if we could figure out what the issue was. And it was definitely not getting fuel, the motor wasn't. So after some more exploration, we finally narrowed it down to the fuel selection switch as far as for the fuel tanks. So we patched that up, got her running, and now we're officially back on the water. So a lot of work for little to show as far as musky fishing, but it's all part of it, and we're ready to go now. She's running just fine. So with that, we're gonna start casting, and we've got a moon time coming up just before 7, and then we got sunset that we're gonna hit. So between the two of those, hopefully we'll get some action coming up here in the next few hours. In addition to that, we should mention that for those of you that don't know, Burnin hats are officially on the website. So it's been a long time coming, and we are glad to finally offer them since we've had so many people asking. So we'll leave a link in the description below so you guys can check those out if you're interested. All right, we're gonna get to casting here. You want to be at sunset. There's one, big one. Big boy, that's a big one. Oh my God. That was good. Came up.
Yeah, she's just lazy though.
Yeah, very lazy. Big old scar on her head.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll know if we catch that one.
Yeah. I think we're pushing it on pretty easy. Yeah. Yeah, that's a good sight. Well, we managed to raise the one fish tonight. So Jake had that fish up a little bit after moon, and it came in on his double-bladed bucktail double eights Colorado blades. And we were working over a shallow flat at the time, about 4 to 5 feet of water. It was a lazy follow, but nonetheless, it was a fish to the boat. Altogether today, I think we had around 7.5 hours of fishing in when you combine the morning session and the evening session. So obviously we lost a lot of hours with the boat repair, but it had to get done, and she's running good now, so we're ready for the morning. We're going to be out earlier than we were this morning, and we're going to start putting in the hours, so we'll see you guys then. Section of dock like to get over to that one or something.
Yeah. You don't have the net. You don't? No. We forgot the net. Oh my gosh. Good one too. You said. In a good spot.
Yeah, it's right in the corner. First time you ever hand landed one, G?
Yeah. Yeah, nice little fish. Hit right on the 8. No net, so we forgot the net.
First time for everything.
Yeah, at least it wasn't a giant one, but still made it work.
I think we'll make a run to the landing. First fish of 2022.
Yeah.
Nice one. A little chunker.
Yeah.
Probably mid-30s though. Alright.
No clip fin.
Back to play another day. There's a few hours in for that fish, huh?
Yeah, quite a few.
Took a little break today. We haven't seen you guys for a long time. It's actually what, 6 o'clock on Sunday evening now.
Yeah.
First fish in the boat. So we've it's been blank the whole rest of the day for us. I just moved one earlier, about half hour ago or 20 minutes ago, just a small mid-30s. Now Jake gets this one on the 8. So hopefully things are looking up. Single-bladed bucktail, huh?
Yep.
Marabou, nickel blade, Colorado. We're working over basically about 5 feet of water, just a flat, and there's a few sparse weeds throughout this. I think those fish are hanging around that, but yeah, we'll keep working down this shoreline. Actually, we're gonna go get the net. I don't think you're gonna be wanting to hand land 50 plus, right?
Could be fun.
I mean, if a guy had to. Nice work though.
Yeah.
So, all right, stay tuned, guys. Let's hope we can rack up another fish. That's the weirdest feeling in the world. When you look down and there's no net. I'm like, what am I supposed to do? It's like, I don't know what my job is right now. I'm like, what do you do? There's no net. Oh my gosh.
It's so big that how do we not see?
How do we not miss that? We don't have the net. Okay, now that the net is back in the boat, we can hit on some more details here as far as how our day has gone, since you guys haven't seen much of it. So we ended up getting out about 4 a.m. and then we took a break about 1 p.m. So once we took that break, we took the net out of the boat, put it in the truck, and never made it back in the boat here for the evening session. So that's why we were netless for that fish, but taken care of now, and we are on to fishing some more structure here. So as far as what that fish was caught off of, so it was basically it's a flat coming off the shoreline, about 5 to 6 feet of water is what we were in, and every once in a while we had some sparse weeds, and I raised that one about 20 minutes earlier, kind of working over the similar structure, and Jake got one on the 8 here. So great way to start the 2022 season with a figure 8 fish like that, and we'll see if we can get a bigger one now. So we've got a moon time coming up at 8 o'clock, and then sunset to follow about a half hour later. So it is new moon weekend also, and we're hoping for a big fish here to cap off the night. So let's keep working on the shoreline. Well, we finished out last night with no further action after Jake's boatside fish, so we are up nice and early. Gonna give it one more shot here for opening weekend, see what we can do. Alright, we are 2.5 hours in and nothing clicking as far as action for us this morning, but we wanted to take a minute here and just give you guys a tackle tip as far as the rod setup and the reel setup that Jake was running yesterday when he caught that fish. So for the last few years, we've been running the assault stick rods. We're still running them this year, and the rod that Jake was using yesterday was a 9-foot 2020 assault stick. So we do run both of the models as far as the original assault stick and the 2020s. 2020s are a little bit higher end rod, and you get a little bit more bells and whistles. It's also lighter than the original assault sticks. Both of the models work great, but overall we've had great luck with them, and they performed well for us the last few years. So it's a 9-foot SWAT. As far as the power, it's the extra heavy power, which is it's a great all-around rod, especially for throwing, bucktails, top waters, suics, twitch and crank baits. It just doesn't handle the heavy rubber baits as well. So extra heavy power, SWAT model, 9-foot, and telescopic. So those are the specs on that rod. And as far as the reel that he's running, it's Shimano Tranx 400. So paired up with that, it's a nice setup for pulling that bucktail like Jake was running yesterday. So we're gonna keep rolling. Here it's supposed to get pretty warm today, high around 90, and heating up. But we'll see if we can't ring up another fish before we call it quits. Well, we gave it a good shot, and that is how our opening weekend ends. So we were not able to put another fish in the net, but we were still able to get the monkey off the back for the 2022 season. And it was a little bit obviously unconventional catch as far as Jake hand landing that, but in the end, very happy that he was able to do that and get the first muskie in the boat for the 2022 season. So it was a tough weekend for us for the most part. Plus we had the boat repairs that we had to take care of, and that obviously cut down on fishable hours. But it was a necessary evil that we needed to take care of, and now the boat is ready to rock and roll for the rest of the season. We always like to share with you guys the reality of our fishing trips, and that is how this weekend went. There's some tough ones and there's some good ones. Obviously it wasn't our most exciting opening weekend, but still, nonetheless, we were on the water and casting for muskies, and we're happy to be doing so. We also have to make a note that this episode was filmed over Memorial Day weekend, and we have to honor those that made the ultimate sacrifice for this country to give us the freedom to do what we did this weekend, and so many more things throughout the United States on a weekend like this and throughout our lives. So forever grateful for the sacrifices that so many men and women gave over the years. All right, guys, that is it for this episode. We got to thank you for watching. We'll see you on the next one.